What if a single question could stop the rhythm of entire cities, slow the rush of commuters, and make millions of people feel something they hadn't felt in years? No countdown, no teaser logo, no celebrity reveal. Just 7 words. What is your love song? It appeared quietly at first, then everywhere. On the walls near Seongsu Station in Seoul, on glowing billboards in New York, across LED displays in London's busiest transit hubs. Morning commuters stopped mid-stride. Tourists raised their phones. Couples looked at each other, suddenly thoughtful. Because the question didn't ask you to buy something. It asked you to remember. Social media erupted with theories. Some thought it was a psychological campaign. Others believed it was an art installation exploring human emotion. Many assumed it was tied to Valentine's Day. But no one knew for sure, and that mystery made the question even more powerful. A wall of roses. And a hidden answer. On Valentine's Day, in the heart of Seoul's Koex, an enormous wall covered entirely in deep red roses appeared overnight. Each rose symbolized love, memory, devotion, loss, hope. People approached slowly. They hesitated. Then someone took a flower. Then another. Soon strangers were smiling at each other, handing roses to loved ones, tucking petals into bags, holding them gently like something fragile and sacred. And when the final roses were gone, the hidden message behind the wall was revealed. What is your love song? And the unmistakable BTS logo. In that moment, curiosity turned into awe. The global campaign that had captured millions of hearts belonged to BTS. More than a comeback, a global emotional invitation. The campaign is part of the rollout for BTS's 5th full-length album, ARIRANG, set for release on March 20th. But this isn't just promotion, it's participation. According to their agency, a love song is not limited to romance. It is the song that comforts you when you feel alone, the melody that carries memories, the music that gave you strength when words failed. QR codes on posters across the cities invite people to submit their own love songs, turning the campaign into a global archive of emotion and memory. It is art, it is nostalgia, it is healing, it is connection. And it asks something simple yet profound. What song held your heart together when life tried to pull it apart? While the world reflected, one voice rose above the noise. As this emotional wave spread across continents, one BTS member was quietly rewriting the global music narrative. Jin. His solo track Don't Say You Love Me climbed to number 1 on Mexico's house radio ranking chart, fueled by overwhelming local listener support and international streaming momentum. And the competition? Global pop powerhouses. Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, Olivia Dean, yet Jin's emotionally layered, sensual track rose above them all. Not through hype, through feeling. Listeners were drawn to its delicate vulnerability. The way his voice seems to hover between confession and restraint, longing and acceptance. The song doesn't shout, it lingers. A song that refuses to fade. This was not a brief chart appearance. After topping charts in late January, the track maintained top 3 stability for weeks before returning to number 1, a testament to sustained listener devotion rather than fleeting virality. And its impact extends far beyond one ranking. 3 of Jin's solo songs were named among the 50 most important songs of 2025. Don't Say You Love Me, number 4. Running Wild, number 5. I'll Be There, 19. A rare triple placement that reveals a solo artist not defined by one sound, but by emotional range. From aching vulnerability, to cinematic intensity, to warm reassurance. His music meets listeners wherever they are emotionally. The soundtrack of a season. When summer anthems were ranked, the pattern repeated. Don't Say You Love Me, number 1, Running Wild, from 15, I'll Be There, 27. Not just hits, season-defining songs. The kind tied forever to sunsets, road trips, late-night conversations, and moments that become memories before you realize they're happening. A solo identity fully realized. Jin was also named 2025 K-pop artist for the 2nd consecutive year and recognized in the K-pop song category, solidifying his evolution from global group member to a solo artist with distinct artistic gravity. He isn't stepping away from BTS, he's expanding what it means to stand within it. Why this moment feels different. Right now, something rare is happening. BTS is inviting the world to reflect on love, memory, and identity through ARIRANG. At the same time, Jin's solo music is quietly embodying those same themes. Intimate, emotional, and profoundly human. One campaign asks the world to remember. One voice gives those memories a sound. And together they remind us that music is more than entertainment. It is emotional architecture. It is memory preservation. It is healing in audible form. Before BTS returns on March 20, before the world gathers for BTS Comeback Live, ARIRANG. Before new records are broken and new milestones achieved. Pause for a moment. Think about the song that found you when you felt lost. The melody that reminds you of someone you miss. The chorus that made you feel understood when nothing else could. What is your love song? Because somewhere between a heartbeat and a melody, between memory and meaning, you may discover that the song you needed most has been waiting for you all along.